see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it back. So Boise State's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on...
And the sack all the way back into 5.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got...
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with the safety to open this thing up.
The Rainbow Warriors offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in a hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Rainbow Warriors are on the move.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the 1st quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Looking to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Makes the catch. It's McLean. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The Broncos are in the red zone. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Davis will throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. Snags it down the right side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible safety, downfield, offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down.
Got it.
Quarterback empties his backfield. He wants to change this route.
Here we go.
Davis looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's White. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They just keep firing. Flips it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Rainbow Warriors are threatening on first and goal.
Ringo, Ringo. Spire. Black 24. Black 24. Go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on first down getting the sack.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Resource Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Brown wants to pass. He's out past the 35. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much
It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to pass on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Toss sweep to the right. Got room to work. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll try the toss to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Brown will throw it. He's got him. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Still running at the 40. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. That gets them back to within 10. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike well.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They got to get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quick step and go. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Broncos will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Now on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Davis will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to scramble. Moving out to the right. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Looking for a deep man. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Brown will throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses now.
Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside.
There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. A great catch and run for 6.
When you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Brown will throw it. Snagged out of the air.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got a man. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
That's caught. It's White. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Gaines. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had to absolute.
Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Broncos. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket. You know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rainbow Warriors trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nope.
Into the house. Touchdown, Warriors!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Brown wants to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Hauls it in. Gets away from one. He's got space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Rushes on him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Quick spin on the ride. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He's looking to pass. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on 1st down. Starts to scramble to the left. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Might be looking to run. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were...